Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with my beautiful wife, Karina from Venezuela. Karina's from Venezuela, and we're now living in Florida. Karina has her green card. She got her green card approved on May 30th of 2023. She had her scary visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia, November 16th, 2023. And we flew to the United States January 3rd, 2024, got married January 14th, 2024, and today's July 15th, 2024. Now, yesterday, Argentina was playing Colombia in some kind of soccer game. I don't know what it was. Was it Copa or something? And Colombia lost. Argentina won and Colombia zero. So I'm wearing my lucky Colombian hat for Colombia for next year. Okay? Next year, Colombia will have another chance. Is it uno años or cuatro años? So Clinton doesn't even know. And KJB, hello Diego and Karina. What's going on, KJB? Chris and Emma, stay patient and pray for Trump. Trump's good. Trump, he got a little nick in his ear. Okay, the hand of God came down and turned his head and saved his life. Trump's good, and he's doing well. No problems with Trump. Francois Livingston, good evening, Diego and Karina. Francois, how are you, Francois, in upstate New York? Now, Chris and Emma, are you guys in Mississippi? I think you're in, I gotta remember where you're at, Mississippi. And we have our friend with an Arabic word, and I can't speak Arabic, so maybe Francois can translate. Hello to the Arabic word. Forgive me, my Arabic is about, I can speak Arabic as well as I can surf, and that's not good. I can't speak Arabic. Chris and Emma, Mississippi. Francois Livingston, I went on the U.S. Embassy website in Abu Dhabi to register, and I got a message that I was already registered, but I don't remember doing so before, or I have lost my mind. Okay, Francois, I'm going to give you a Mountain Dew salute for number one, for taking initiative to register on the U.S. Embassy. When you register, I registered at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia. So that way, the U.S. government knew I was in Bogota, and I registered there. When you register with an embassy, you're basically registering your presence in that country. So if there's a national emergency, if there's a disaster, if you get hurt, if grandma gets sick, the U.S. Embassy knows how to reach you. So when I was in Colombia, okay, people knew where I was in Colombia. That's what it means to register. And Francois, if you've already registered with the embassy, it's going to show up that you've already registered. And it's only for U.S. citizens, by the way. So don't worry about it. You're registered. You're good to go. You had so much paperwork going on, Francois. You had so much stuff going on. I don't blame you for not remembering. And I'm under the impression that the U.S. ambassador expedited our case. When can we hear from them? The U.S. ambassador where? What country? When can we hear from them? I don't even know where you're at. Please tell me what country. Bud Garcia, hello, Diego and Karina from Washington State. I got my lucky Colombian sombrero on. Even it didn't work though, because Colombia lost to Argentina 1-0. So congratulations to Argentina in a soccer game, or as they say in South America, a football game. Lee Kakula, hello, Diego and Karina. Our friend with the Arabic name. You said you're in Jordan. That's right, Jordan. You got to tell me what country. Help me out here. So you're in Jordan. Our friends in Jordan. We love Jordan. And you said the U.S. ambassador expedited our case. Well, the U.S. ambassadors don't expedite anything. Okay. The case, if it was expedited by USCIS via the consul officer. When can we hear from them? Well, depends. It depends. Usually within a couple of weeks if you get expedited. But was it expedited at the National Visa Center, or was it expedited at the U.S. Embassy in Jordan? If it was expedited in Jordan, then it should take them about a couple of weeks. Bud Garcia, has anyone heard from Jay Baxter? Not today. Not yet. We just started. Paya, India. Hi, Diego. Hope you are both good. Thank you so much for best accurate advice. Finally, today we got married in court. What is the next for us? Please help. Paya, India. Let me ask you this. Did you get married within 90 days of your arrival in the United States of America between the 90 days on your I-94? Did you get married within 90 days on the I-94? Look in your passport, and it's going to say you got from here to here. Did you get married within that time frame? And then I'll go to the next question. I'll help you. I'll definitely help you. Andrew Bryan. Hey, Diego, still haven't received my green card after I sent it off on January 19th. January 19th, February, March, April, May. January, February, March, April, May, June. That's it. You should have heard already. It's been 6 months. That's kind of a long wait. I don't know what to tell you. It should take between 4 to 5 months. But if you made some mistakes in the application, or if it wasn't a strong green card application, if you didn't submit a strong green card application, they're not going to rush it. They're going to put it aside and take their sweet time. Okay? That's the way it works. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Let me see. Paya got married in court. Did you get married within 90 days on your passport, the time frame on your passport? If you did, then you're in status. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your green card application together. You're going to put your green card application together. Watch the videos I've made on how to put together a green card application. It's called adjustment of status. Adjustment of status. You're going to need a copy of your marriage certificate. You're going to need a copy of the I-94. You're going to need a copy of your sponsor's last tax return, and W-2s and 1099s and pay stubs and bank statements, 12 months worth of bank statements. There's a lot to do to put together a green card application. Okay? Watch the videos I made on adjustment of status. Paya, India. Go into the channel. This is your YouTube channel. It's not mine. I know how to do this. Go into your YouTube channel and type in AOS, adjustment of status, and watch the video. It'll tell you what to do, how to do it. And Andrew, you should have already had your green card by now. I don't know what's going on with your case. Orlando Lopez, greetings, lovely couple. And Tokyo, my fiance is actually anxiously waiting for her appointment mid-August at the Colombian embassy, which is in Bogota, which is one of the highest capitals in the world. The Mountain Dew salute, by the way. Congratulations on getting your visa interview scheduled in Bogota. Bogota, Colombia is 10,300 feet above sea level. It's one of the highest capital cities in South America, if not the world. So when you go to Bogota, okay, be prepared to have difficulty breathing, feeling tired, feeling drowsy, because the altitude is so high and the air is very thin. Congratulations, though. Lee Kakula, Trump just nominated a 39-year-old J.D. Vance as his vice president. What's your thoughts on that, Diego? Well, President Trump is a very intelligent person, highly intelligent. And if he thinks J.D. Vance is going to be a great vice president for our country, then I will say, as long as J.D. Vance and President Trump follow the Constitution and don't go off on their own opinions, you got to follow the Constitution to lead this country. Remember, we're a republic, not a freaking democracy. If you're a beneficiary, you're coming to America, you're new to this country, and you watch television and you hear these politicians calling the United States a democracy. It's not. The United States is not. It's a republic. We have an electoral college with congressional representatives, okay? We don't have a democracy is like Venezuela. Maduro wins an election and he controls the whole freaking country as a communist. That's democracy. Okay? That's how democracy works. I'm the president, you do as I say. In a republic, that doesn't work that way. You have representation. So what's my opinion of J.D. Vance? Well, I think he's a Catholic. I think he's highly intelligent, and I think he'll do a great job if Trump wins the presidency. Francois, I followed the instructions. One of the packets I got in the email to go there to schedule the interview appointment and took me to the embassy. I'm confused now. Right. There's a now listen, Francois. Now you're going to look for a third-party company that processes K1 visa interviews. Look for the third-party company. You want to click. You go to the embassy, right? It took you to the embassy. Now you're going to look for the third party that schedules visa interviews. There's a third party. It's a private company that the U.S. Embassy pays to process the visa interviews. You got to look for that, Francois. That's what you got to do. Okay. It's not hard. You can do this. Ross Lee, Diego and Karina, greetings, Diego. During the process of adjustment of status, have you seen or heard that the estimated time to completion is increased? I haven't seen that. How fast do you want to get your green card? Well, it all depends on how strong of a green card package you put together. If you put together a fantastic green card application with 2 or 3 albums full of evidence of your relationship, with pictures going back to when you first started dating. I put pictures in our green card application, well, Karina did, from 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. We had 4 years worth of pictures. She had her BJ's Warehouse Club, and she had her bank, her credit card, her debit card. Her name was on it, and my name's on mine, and we put the pictures together. We did a great job. I mean, we had 3 albums of stuff for her green card application, and we got her green card in 2.5 months. So it's about 4 months. It should be 4 months, 5 months max. But some people are saying it's taking 6 months. But then I don't know why that is. I didn't see your green card application. Ross, our friend from Jordan, the case is ready and there's an appointment scheduled for us. Okay. Then the case was expedited at the embassy. Well, you get a Mountain Dew salute for our friend in Jordan in the Middle East. That's great news. So you're good to go. Just make sure you get the medical exam done. And make sure you got the I-134 and all the financial documents and everything that your sponsor is supposed to give you for the green card, for the K1 visa interview. The documents, there's a list of documents you got to bring. Make sure you got all your vaccinations up to date. Ross Lee, last week it showed 2 months remaining and now it says 8 months. Don't worry about it. Disregard it. Don't pay attention to those numbers, okay? Francois Livingston, do some embassies schedule the interview appointments or is it the petitioner's responsibility? 95% of all K1 visa applicants, the sponsor schedules the visa interview. There's a few countries where the embassy will do it. Ciudad Juarez, the consulate in Mexico, is one of them. Ciudad Juarez, the consulate in Mexico, schedules the visa interview for the beneficiary. Okay, that's the only country I know of that does it right now is Mexico. All the other countries, you have to do it. I have to do it. Well, I did. I scheduled Karina's interview in Bogota and her biometrics back in October of last year. Bud Garcia, just to let you know, Larry's fiance got her passport and visa last week. So we're going to give Larry Piercy a Mountain Dew salute. Great job, Bud, for keeping us in the loop. Apparently, Larry doesn't know how to figure out how to jump on a live stream in the Philippines, or he's too busy with his fiance, which I can understand. Hopefully, he's not sick. I think you told us that he got sick. What was he doing? Chasing elephants, kissing elephants' trunks in Thailand, and he got a little bit of a tummy bug. Good job, Larry Piercy. Andrew Bryan. Yes, Diego, my wife put a very strong application together. Okay, very good. Very good. So they must be just busy then at the processing. Where did you send it? Andrew Bryan, where did you mail the green card package? To Chicago, to Phoenix, Arizona, to Texas, or Elgin, Illinois? Where did you send it? There's only 4 places to choose. Depends on where you live. Antonio Martinez, still waiting for the green card in Phoenix, sent in March of 2024. Biometrics completed May or required paperwork submitted. So May, May. So June, July, August, September. So by September, you should hear something, Antonio, on the green card by September. Paya, India. Yes, we got married within 90 days. That's a Mountain Dew salute, because you were telling me you were going back to India. Good job. How many days do I have to apply and submit for adjustment of status application? How much is the fee? Well, listen, Paya, listen. To apply for the green card, you can do it within the next 2 months or 3 months. And this, I'm going to type in the cost. Now this price is for the green card and the biometrics. Okay? I don't know if I spelled that right. That's how much it costs for the biometrics and the green card. If you want the work permit, it's going to be another $260. That's for the work permit, right? No, I can't spell work permit. Man, look at me. This is for the work permit. This is how much it costs for the work permit. And if you want advanced parole, this is how much it costs for advanced parole. This is the price if you want to get advanced parole. Okay? But if you just want the green card, okay, it's $1,440. That includes the biometrics. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody. Paya, congratulations. Go into this video channel, YouTube channel. This is your YouTube channel, and type in AOS. Type in green card. Type in adjustment of status. Watch the videos that I've made for you. I took time out of my very boring day to make videos for you on how to apply for a green card. It's a 15, 20-minute video. If you watch the video, you'll get your green card. Or I could sit here and spend the next 2 hours explaining to you how to do it. Paya, India. I just wrote in the price, okay? $1,440 for the green card and the biometrics. If you want the work permit, it's $260. If you want the advanced parole, it's $630. So 1,440 plus 260, did I say? Plus 630 is over $2,000 if you do the whole shebang. My recommendation is just apply for the green card and the biometrics. Let me see. Jay Baxter, she just applied for her single certificate and consent to marry document yesterday. It takes 3 to 5 days. The verse. Hello, Diego and Karina. When can I apply for my citizenship? I've read after 2.9 years. That's correct. From the issue date of your 2-year green card. After having my green card, and I've also read 3 years. After 2.9 years, 2 years and 9 months, you can apply for U.S. citizenship using form N400. Bud Garcia, I wish I could get my issue status. Is it still approved? I hope this week. You'll get it. Bud, hang in there, man. Relax. Bud Garcia, Larry is in Thailand. They will be flying back on the 24th of this month. 24th of July, okay. Jay Baxter, hey, Bud, I'm here. Been busy last week with some stuff. We're waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for our interview on September 24th. She applied for a single certificate and consent to marry document. Gotcha. Let me see. Bud Garcia, how's everything going with your paperwork? That's for Jay Baxter. Destiny's Room. Hi, Diego and Karina. What's going on? Destiny's Room. Jay Baxter and Bud are talking back and forth. That's great. Destiny's Room. I wish I could call you both and talk. I'm so distressed about our K1 visa. I don't know what to do with all my anxiety about it. Destiny's Room, why are you stressing? Why are you stressing this? Why? Don't let the U.S. government get you stressed out. Don't do it. Hang out with us here, right here. Tell us what the problem is, and I will get you fixed up. I'll unproblemate it. If you got a problem, I will deproblemate it for you. Okay? That's a new word, deproblemate. Don't stress it, Destiny's Room. Bud Garcia, Jay Baxter, has your fiance got her police report yesterday? Tina, hi Diego, and beautiful Karina, always Karina is. Pie India, you doing a good job? Yes, this is our channel. That's right, it's your channel. This belongs to you guys. And when you don't want the channel anymore, and then I will go away and do something else. I'll make another channel. I'll make a YouTube channel about, I don't know, ghost towns of Nevada. Something crazy. But all the while you guys need us to get through this scary process, we're here for you, okay? We're not going anywhere. Let me see. Pie, good job, Pie, getting married. Now all you got to do is watch the videos I've made on how to adjust status to green card. Watch all the videos and take notes. Get a pen, a piece of paper, and take notes. Jay Baxter, yeah, but I paid a lawyer to file for her. It was cheaper than having her fly to Bangkok and apply for the police report, then fly back. Tina, my question is, can my band apply for U.S. citizenship after his 2-year conditional green card expires? No. Now, I don't. You said, my question is, can my band? You mean husband. What your question is, can my husband apply for U.S. citizenship after his 2-year conditional green card expires? No, you can't do that. This is what you do. Listen up, because if you don't do this, you're going to get deported. Listen, I'm taking a Mountain Dew swig. This is very important. 3 months before your 2-year conditional green card expires, you have to file for your 10-year green card. If you do not, you will be deported. 90 days. So you get your 2-year green card, get a calculator, you look at your 2-year green card, or you can do it even on a computer. There's a calculator you can use on a computer. And if your like Karina's green card expires in what? March? In June, Karina's green card expires, I think, June 25th of 2026. So 90 days back from June 25th, I think, June of 2026, is March 25th, 2026. So 90 days before Karina's 2-year green card expires, we're going to file the paperwork to file for her 10-year green card. When she gets her 10-year green card, she will have it for about 9 months, and then we're going to apply for U.S. citizenship. So the steps are this. You get your 2-year green card. You lift the conditions off the probationary green card 90 days before it expires. You get your 10-year green card, and then 9 months into having the 10-year green card, or 21 months after the issue date on your 2-year green card, then you can apply for U.S. citizenship. So you got to wait a minimum of close to 3 years. 22 months. You cannot apply for U.S. citizenship once your probationary green card expires. If you do, they will laugh at you, they will take your money, and then you will be deported, because you've got to lift the conditions off the 2-year green card before you can get the 10-year green card. Then you get the 10-year green card, then you can apply for citizenship. Tina, so we can both go to the Philippines. My question is, can my husband apply for U.S. citizenship after his 2-year conditional green card expires so we both can go to the Philippines? No, you can't do that. Can't do that. Doesn't work that way. Destiny's Room, because nobody will help me with a joint sponsor. You need a joint. Okay. My mom didn't make enough money last year. We both make enough this year, but we are scared our current income won't matter. If you make enough this year, and you can prove that you make enough money this year, you qualify financially, as long as you make enough income and you can prove it. We're into July of 2024, right? It's almost 2025, believe it or not. It's going to be 2025. If you got pay stubs, and if you can get a letter from your mom's boss and from your boss, and if you live together under the same roof, you can file the form 864A, joint sponsor as a family member. You can combine your incomes together, and you're good to go. You said you make enough money now. We both make enough money in 2024. Then you're good. Don't be scared. Because let me see here. Everyone thinks I'm crazy for being with someone from Morocco. What? That's opinions. Disregard them. And it's so hard not to let it get to me. Don't worry about it. Just laugh at them. Scratch them off your Christmas card list. You'll save money that way. If somebody disrespects you over your choice of a husband or a wife, and they're in your family unit, or if they're in your friends list or whatever on Facebook, you kick them off your Facebook list and you cross them off your Christmas card list, because what's important is you are happy with who you pick to be your husband or wife, right? You love each other. You care about each other. That's all that matters. I couldn't care less what people think about me, or, marrying a young lady from Venezuela. I'm lucky, but not everybody's going to agree. And if they happen to be acquaintances of mine, and they tell me they don't like it, I tell them, well, it's tough. It's your problem. And they don't get a Christmas card. I just saved myself $2. Let's see here. It's so hard not to let it get to me. People have the tax returns with enough income, but they just won't help. So it makes me sad. Why won't they help you? Why won't they help you? Because as soon as your husband gets to the United States, you're going to put him to work, right? He's going to get a job, and then he's going to have income coming in. You're going to have income coming in, and you're good to go. And then you can tell the joint sponsor, the sponsors, it's just for the embassy interview until he can get employment. And then for the green card. So when he gets his green card, he can go to work. And then the income goes up. Try to explain to people that way. I'm sorry to rant, but I never talked to anyone about this, and today I'm just sad. Don't be sad. You're going to get the visa. You get it done. Put your mom and your income together. Combine it together. When you fill out the I-134, when you fill out the I-864 and the I-864A, combine your incomes. 2024 is good, right? You can prove it. You can prove your income is sufficient, right? Pay stubs, bank statements, letter from the boss. Andrew Bryan, I'm stressed too, Diego, because I think I would have received the green card already. Yeah, 6 months seems to be a bit of a long turn. It went to Chicago. Chicago isn't really they're not really, the Phoenix, Arizona is the busiest, and then Texas is second. And then Chicago is third, and Elgin's fourth. I don't know. What I would be doing, don't stress it, because they received your green card package, right? You send it to Chicago, they have it, right? Do you know they received it, right? You sent it by FedEx or UPS, right? And you got an acknowledgement from FedEx or UPS, and then you included the form G1145. And when they opened up your green card application, they sent you a text message, right? Andrew, right? And Bud Garcia, Diego, were you able to find where my fiance can go for her medical exam in Washington State? I think I did. 1 second. I'm not going anywhere, guys. I'm just going to look at something real quick on the computer. I found it. I don't know if I kept it. I think I did. But if I didn't, then I'm going to have to go back and relook for it. Yeah, but here. I don't know where you live in Washington State, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and I want to pay. This is the doctor where you can go to get the medical exam done, okay? For a civil surgeon in Washington State. I don't know where you live in Washington State, but this is the address where a civil surgeon is qualified. This doctor right here, Rainier Beach Medical Clinic, South Barton Place, Seattle, Washington, 98118 Drive, Prudentia, 206-725-8043. That is a civil surgeon in Washington State that is authorized by the State Department to do medical exams, okay, for green card applications. I don't know if you live near Rainier Beach Medical Clinic, but if you need another doctor, I can give you another one. Is that good enough, Bud? Is that good enough? Or do you want me to post another address for you? Let me see. I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Destiny's Room, I don't care what people say about my relationship. That's good. But it hurts when they say they won't help me, even if they are capable. They're scared. They don't know. They don't fully understand what it is you're trying to do. That's the real issue. So yeah, I will try to relax. Listen, try to explain to them that it's just a temporary. You're asking them to help you temporarily get your husband to the United States so that he can get a job, and then his income will be more than enough to, with your income, to cover the process. Explain it to him. You just need their help temporarily, okay? Because when he starts work, then when you apply for the 10-year green card, you don't need a joint sponsor because your income is going to be sufficient. You got it? Destiny's Room, of course, and comes when you're responding to my comment. Destiny's Room, we're here for you. We're going to help you. The Christmas card thing was funny. Yeah, thank you, Diego. I would help them if they asked me, and I have. But yes, I agree. I'm so happy with him. Then focus on him. Your mom and your income combined, as you said, is good for 2024. Use that. Okay? Then you don't need a joint sponsor. But you got to prove it. Pay stubs. Let me see here. The letter from the boss, your mom's boss, where she works. A letter from your boss. Bank statements showing the direct deposits going in the bank. And then they can add it up. And that's the number you're going to put down as an estimated income for 2024. And then you can prove it because you got the pay stubs and the direct deposit slips going in. Let me see. Francois to Destiny's Room. My fiance is also from Morocco, and I'm so proud to be with him. He is the sweetest, most loving man. There you go. That's all that matters. Your fiance can't work for a while. Well, he can when he gets his green card. But yes, I explain everything and still nobody helps. But Destiny's Room, if your income and your mom's income is good for 2024, you just got to prove it. If you can prove it, you'll get you'll make it through the visa interview and the green card application. You just got to prove it. Destiny's Room, Francois, I remember. Congratulations. That's good. Yes, I can prove that my income is good, so I'll show what we have. There you go. Thank you so much for encouragement. Listen up, Destiny's Room. If you can prove how much money you're going to make in 2024 with bank statements, pay stubs, direct deposit slips, and all that, and you can give an estimate for 2024, you're good to go. Francois to Destiny's Room. I mean this sincerely. Put your head up, get your head up, and concentrate on your goal. That's exactly right. There will be bumps along the way, boing, bumps along the way. There will be bumps, but you are strong. That's right. Be strong. Andrew Bryan, I sent it through USPS. I know they got it because they approved my EAD card. Okay. So you got your work permit, Andrew. So now this tells me that the folks in Chicago, now remember it's summer, July, August, June, July, and August is the busiest month for processing green cards in Chicago and Arizona and Elgin, Illinois, and Texas. The summer months are the busiest months, so it slows down just a little bit. Okay? So if you got your work permit approved, Andrew, that should be good for 5 years. If you look at the work permit, it should expire in what, 2029? Just hang out on the work permit and wait for your green card. I wouldn't have sent it through USPS. I would have sent it through FedEx. But as long as you know they got it. Bud Garcia, yes. Can you post another address? I live in Tacoma, Washington. Okay, Bud, you live in Tacoma, Washington. So let's find somebody from Tacoma, Washington, who is a doctor for you. Tacoma, Washington. Looks like Seattle is popular. Seattle. Let me see here. It seems like Renton. Is Renton near Tacoma? I don't know. Renton, Washington. Renton. Is that near Tacoma? Seattle. Seattle. It seems like Seattle and Renton is the only real places you can go. Do you live near Renton in Washington State? If you do, I'll give you the address to those folks. Let me see here. Bud Garcia, I'll give you another address for the doctor, for the civil surgeon in Washington State. But I mean, it seems like Seattle's the go-to place. Okay. Francois, Diego, the last live chat. Do you have Diego's UAE embassy email address? I have it written, Francois. I have it somewhere. I forgot actually. Okay, I'm sorry about that, Francois. I'll email it to you. I'll send it to you. Destiny's Room. Yeah, my mom and I live separate. She is co-sponsor. Since she at least has taxes close to 100%, I don't, from being a student, Casablanca asks for taxes. So we think they won't accept my pay stubs. You got to have tax, your mom, you have to provide your last tax return and your mom's last tax return. Okay? You got to have the last tax returns and W-2s, okay? But if you can prove that your income has increased in 2024, if you can prove it, the embassy will look at that too, okay? So this is why you are worried. I'll report back after the interview on September 10th, and we will try to stay strong. So the visa interview's September 10th. So you still have time to get a joint sponsor. You still have time, okay? Another one. Ask those people again and explain to them, you just need their help temporarily. You want to bring them to the United States so you can get married, then he can get a job, and then everything's good. You only need their help one time. Explain to them that way. Destiny's Room. Thanks, Francois. Francois, big thank you. Bud Garcia. Okay, Seattle is closer. I'm about 1 hour from Seattle. Okay, so let me give you another address from Seattle. This is for a civil surgeon in Seattle. Okay, let me see. This is Dr. Kenneth Hong. So let's go with this person here. The Rainier Occupational Family Medical Center. Okay, Dr. Jiang Zhu. I don't know. He speaks Chinese there. This is another doctor you could use right here. I want to post it for you. Okay. This is another civil surgeon that you can use to get the green card medical exam done. Dr. Jiang Zhu. Okay. Rainier Occupational and Family Medical Center, 1400 South Jackson Street, Suite 24, Seattle, Washington. If he's an hour away, call him up and find out. Check in with him. Francois Livingston, Diego, to be clear on this, is it clearly marked on the embassy's website and where to schedule an interview? Yeah. You go to immigrant visas, the immigrant interviews section. You go onto the website. You went into the SIAC, right? And then you put in there Abu Dhabi or UAE, and it took you to the website, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to go to the immigrant visa. Click on immigrant visa. Process immigrant visa. Don't click on non-immigrant visa. You're going to process immigrant visa, okay? Mountain Dew salute, Francois. You can do this. That's where you go, Francois. Click on the immigrant visa section, and it will take you to where you go to set up the visa interview. Bud Garcia, thank you very much, Diego. Bud, I'll give you one more address, okay? So you got a good selection to choose from for civil surgeons, okay? Let me give you another one. I don't know where the Renton is. I've been to Washington State before, but I don't know where these places are. Let's try this one. Go to this. Try this one. Dr. Hang Dan Go. I don't know if there's any Americans doctors in Washington State. But here's another one for you. This is Dr. Hong Nang NGO. He's a civil surgeon. I don't know if I give you this address or not, but there you go. South Center Medical Clinic, 15215 52nd Avenue South, Suite 204, Tukwila, Washington. Where the heck is Tukwila? I didn't mean to send that one to you, bud. I mean, Tukwila, I don't even know where that is. Let's go with this one. Here, let's see if we can find another one for you. Let's do this one. Dr. Ricardo Jimenez. This guy, this is the doctor to go to right here. This is the one right here. Go to this guy right here. Okay. This is a doctor in Seattle, right here. Seymour Community Health Center, 8720 14th Avenue, South Seattle, Washington, 98108. Visit the website. I don't have the website. The doctor's name is Ricardo Jimenez, 206-762-3730. I gave you 3 doctors. You should be able to find one of those to get this green card medical exam scheduled. Pallavi Sharma, hi Diego. I gave my green card biometrics on the 14th of June. Good. Applied on the 22nd of May. When should I expect my green card? Well, let's see. You applied on the 22nd of May. You had your biometrics on the 14th of June. June, May, June, July, August. So by September, by the middle of September, Pallavi, you should get your green card, but it depends where you sent it. Did you send it to Chicago, Arizona, Texas, or Elgin, Illinois? Where did you send it? Chicago is busy right now. Remember, it's the summertime. In the summertime, things slow down at the embassies. So you send it to Texas. So you live in Texas. So you mailed your green card application to Louisville, Texas, right? It's going to take probably 4 to 5 months. Francois, I followed the link that was provided by the National Visa Center on the packet. I got in an email. I will try again. Warning, take your computer offline because I will most likely seek guidance. No, Francois, I'll stay online and help you. If you're going to go on your computer to try to figure out how to do this, I'm going to help you through it. Okay, I'm not going to go offline. I'm going to help you. But that's the process, right? That's how you do this. You go to the link that was provided by the National Visa Center, okay, or the embassy, and in the email, try again. That's how you do it. That's how you do this process. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this process isn't difficult. It's just time. It's just a lot of paperwork and a lot of waiting and a lot of patience. If you don't know how to do the green card application, I've made videos on how to do it. If you don't know how to file a K-1 visa application, I've made a video on how to do it. If you don't know how to get a Form I-94, I've made a video on how to get it. If you don't know what the process is to go through the Border Patrol checkpoint when you arrive in America, I've made a video on how to process, what to expect at the Border Patrol checkpoint. Okay? Everything, there isn't a video I haven't made that isn't going to give you an answer to one of your questions. And if you want to ask me the question live on the live stream, we do the live stream too. So there's no way you're not going to know how to do this. Get your K-1 visa approved and your green card. But you got to qualify for the benefit. Francois, you're right. Francois, I'm never wrong. Francois, I'm always right. But I never say I'm always right. Because then Karina kicks me. Right? The link was provided by the U.S. Embassy. My bad. No, you're good, Francois. You're good. I know how to do this, and that's why you guys are here. I say, well, I got one guy to the United States without a passport. He was a refugee from one country in Africa. He went to another country in Africa. He didn't have a passport, and I still got him to the United States of America because he listened to me. Is that a silent T? Sedolma. Hey, Diego, is it a problem if you test positive for TB test? Yes, it is. I don't have active TB, but the result came back positive because I'm an RN and I've worked in India. Well, then what's going to happen is they're going to put if it came back positive, they're probably either going to repeat the TB test, but they're going to repeat. It may be just on your skin. It might be that it just was on your skin. They're going to have to repeat the test, and if it comes back positive again, then they're going to have to put you on some medication. I think it's called isoniazid for a time. It's up to the civil. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you medical advice, but you're going to be put on isoniazid for, I don't know, for a few months, and then they're going to give you another test, and if that comes back negative, then you're good to go. It's not going to block you from getting your K1 visa, but they're going to make sure that you are clear of TB, even if it's just a contamination on your skin because you're a nurse. Nadi Olisa, hi Diego, I have my interview today in Nigeria. It's today, and you're on the live stream. Now make sure, Nadi, when you go to your visa interview, wear business casual. Mountain Dew salute, by the way. Business casual, and relax. And make sure you got all your documents. Sidolma, people usually get positive from India. And what if they deny the medications? Well, the medication is isoniazid, and they will only make you take it if they really think you have it. But what they'll do is a chest x-ray. Just because just having a TB test and it comes back positive doesn't mean you have TB. It means you've been in contact or close proximity with somebody that has it. And as a nurse, that's going to probably happen. So you're going to have a chest x-ray done, and a doctor's going to look on your chest x-ray to see if there's any active TB on your lungs. If they can't find any active TB on your lungs, but you got a positive, it's because you've been in close proximity to somebody, and it's probably on your skin. So the civil surgeon's not stupid, okay? They're not stupid. They're going to realize this, so the civil surgeon will make a decision. Let me see. What if they deny medication? Well, that only if you don't need medication, they'll deny it. I'm pregnant and can't do the x-ray. Well, if you're pregnant and you can't do the chest x-ray, then you're going to be depending on the blood test or whatever the TB test is. They stick you. That's what you're going to be. That's what the doctor's going to make his decision on if you're pregnant. It's all going to be based on what the doctor's TB test results come back, and he makes a decision. Okay? And if you're pregnant, I don't know if they can put you on medication. Let me see here. Pallavi Sharma, also my lawyer applied my employment authorization after 1 week of filing my green card. That's a big mistake. That's not good. That's an error, but I have not received my receipt. You probably won't get it. You cannot apply for your work permit separately. If you want a work permit, you got to include it in your green card application with the adjustment of status paperwork. So immigration can look at your application. They can see your I-94. They can see your K1 visa. They can see your biometrics page of your passport. They can identify you. If you just send off a work permit, was it I-797, without, and what, $400 plus, you've lost your money and you're not going to get the work permit. It's done. You can forget about your work permit. Shall I apply for the EAD again? No. You wait for your green card. Okay? Your lawyer needs to be fired. When you apply for the green card, you also include the work permit paperwork so that immigration can match you up. They can check your I-94. They can check your K1. They can check your passport, all the paperwork. That's how you do it. You don't file separately for the work permit if you're on a green card. If you're applying for a green card, you file for a work permit separately if you're on a work permit. If you come to the United States to work, not to get married, that's how you do it. And you include the I-94 and your passport and your visa, your work permit visa, your work visa. That's how you get a work permit separately. But if you come to the United States on a K1 visa, you got to apply for the work permit with the green card application. And you need to get rid of that attorney. The attorney has made a stupid mistake. Let me see here. So T. Sedoma, you're pregnant, you cannot do the x-ray. The x-ray is the way to check for sure you can get a positive TB test because you're in close proximity with somebody. Doesn't mean you have TB. It means you got close to somebody with it, and you can determine that with a chest X-ray. So I don't know what to tell you. Now, I'm not an immigration attorney. I don't give you any legal advice or medical advice. I don't work for USCIS. I'm not an immigration attorney, but I've got 9 years of experience on doing this, and I can tell you what's going on with your work permits, green cards, medical exams, and everything. And Pallavi says, shall I apply again for the work permit? No. Wash your hands of the work permit. It's history. You should have applied for it with your green card application. Pallavi, one last question before I receive my green card. Will there be another interview? It all depends on how strong your green card application was. If you put together a very strong green card application with a fantastic evidence of you living and marrying in your relationship, you won't have another visa interview. But if you put together a green card application that's just bare bones, marriage certificate, a couple of pictures, the I-94, the K-1 visa, the biographic page of the passport's sponsor and beneficiary, if you just put together like a pitiful little green card application, you're going to get another interview. But if you watch my videos, okay, watch my videos on how to apply for a green card, you shouldn't have any problems. Nadi Olisa, I got all the documents ready, been on the channel from where I filed, so I get every info needed and more. This channel is going to give you everything you need for your green card and your K1. Sedoma, thank you. You're welcome. T. Seldoma, listen, just because you get a positive TB result from what did you have, like a test on your skin? It doesn't mean you have TB. It just means you were close to somebody with it who has it, right? So you do a chest X-ray to clear it up. But if you're pregnant, you're probably not going to do a chest X-ray, so you're going to just have to rely on the doctor now to come back with a yes, you're good to go, and no, you're not. So, I mean, that's my best advice right now. So it's up to the civil surgeon, okay? Destiny's Room. Karina's hair looks so great. Tu cabello is muy bonita. Harold A. Diego, my fiance is nervous for her interview question. How can I calm her down? Well, she's in Colombia, so you can't buy her a 6-pack of Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew would help her. But you can't get Mountain Dew in Colombia. So my advice to her would be to get a good night's sleep before the interview, relax, get up early, have a nice big breakfast, okay? Nice big Colombian breakfast, and then dress business casual and just go with a smile with all your paperwork and relax, chill out, just kick back. You're at the finish line, Harold. You're there. Let me see. I don't want to miss anybody's question. Destiny's Room, to Harold, tell her you will stick with her no matter what happens. That's right. And I'm panicking too, but my fiance tells me that, and it calms me every time. Destiny's Room, you're good. You're going to be okay. He even made a plan B. Yeah, plan B could be that you fly to wherever he is and get married and file a spousal visa if you don't make it through the K1 because of income. But you still got to make the income for the spousal visa. There's no way around it. Income is probably the most, besides, that's one of the most important parts of qualifying for the visa. But if you can put your mom's income together with your income and it's sufficient, it's way above what it's supposed to be, then you're good. You should keep hitting on people to get to sponsor you. Explain to them this isn't permanent. I just need to get through the K1 visa interview. It's the thought that counts. Pallavi, but you know what? I got a job in a good reputed bank, and they took a look at my visa and documentation. They didn't say that I can't work. They hired me, and the background check was also done by the bank's department. What do you mean? How can you work without a green card or a work permit? You can't do that. Pallavi, you cannot work in the United States without a green card, a work permit, and or a social security number. Can't do it. You're going to get a mismatch with immigration. Homeland Security is going to find out, and they're going to send you a letter. They're going to give you a mismatch letter saying, why are you working? You don't have permission. Just be ready for that. Harold A., is there people who fails the interview? I don't know of anybody that's failed a K-1 visa interview at the U.S. Embassy in Bogota, Colombia. But people do fail in the world. There's a big, there's 160 countries that watch this channel, guys. And there's some people that fail their visa interview because they didn't qualify for the benefit. They tried to put a square peg into a round hole. But the secret to the K-1 visa success is to put a round peg in a round hole, which means you qualify. If you don't qualify for the benefit, don't apply for the visa till you qualify. Francois, Diego, if for some reason that my fiance cannot get his vaccination records from Morocco due to the strike, can he go to the clinic where he will be able to go for his physical and get them there? Yeah, absolutely. The clinic opened, but the good old doc is in Rabat, which is in the capital of Morocco. What's your input? Tell him to go to the doctors in Abu Dhabi, and start getting his vaccinations. I think that you should have a list, right, Francois? You should have a list of vaccinations that he needs to get. Tomorrow he needs to start getting them. Get started. Don't be waiting. Get started. Karina's mom couldn't find Karina's vaccination records in Venezuela. I said, don't worry about it. There's no problem. So I sent Karina $400 and she got all her vaccinations over a period of time in Bogota, Colombia. Francois, you can get the vaccinations in the United Arab Emirates in Abu Dhabi. It's easy to do. Go to a doctor and start getting the vaccinations. Get him a brand new vaccination card. It's, you get your vaccination card. It's like when you go to Cece's Pizza. If you eat there 5 times, you get the 6th pizza free, right? Because they check the box. The doctor will give him a vaccination card and he can start his collection. Chung, 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 chung. Tomorrow, get him started. Pallavi, they said that you gave your biometrics for the green card and they gave me 3 months so that I can show them my green card. Pallavi, you cannot work in the United States of America without a green card and a social security number and or work permit. If you do, you're going to get in trouble with immigration. Karina started work when she got her work permit. She got her social security number within 10 days, within being in America. But it wasn't any good until she got her work permit. Then she got the work permit, she had her social security number, and she got hired within 24 hours. Remember, Karina's got a degree in tax accounting. So it was easy for her to find a job. It's going to be easy for you to find a job. And Karina can't speak English, and she's working. If she can do it, you can do it. But you got to do it the right way. Francois, you have the list of vaccinations. Make sure tomorrow your beneficiary, your husband-to-be, finds a doctor. Doesn't have to be approved by the State Department. Any doctor that gives vaccinations, doesn't matter. Go get the vaccinations. Get him a vaccination card and get it started tomorrow. Boom, boom. And then wait a couple of days, a week, get the next round. And then another week, the next round. You want to get him done but it's up to the doctor to decide how much time you have to wait between the vaccinations so he doesn't get a reaction. Pallavi, they said that you gave your biometrics for the green card and they gave me 3 months so that I can show them my green card. Okay? But you need a green card to work in America and a social security number. Okay, guys, I've been talking for 1 hour, 58 minutes. Karina's getting a bit hungry, and I'm going to go get something to eat unless you got more questions. Pallavi, okay, so I will stop it, and I'm going to postpone my joining. There. You are making a very good decision, Pallavi, because if you start work without your freaking green card or work permit, you're going to get in hot water with immigration. They're going to find out because you're going to get into the system where you start paying FICA tax. When you start working in America, you start putting money in towards your Social Security for the future. You start putting money towards your Medicare for the future. You become part of the system. Your social security number gets activated as an employee. And then Homeland Security gets a backdoor notice saying that you're working. Immigration will then bounce your social security number off of their database. And they're going to say, okay, you got your social security number, but you don't have your green card yet. Then you're going to get a letter from immigration, a mismatch. They're going to say, what are you doing? You can't work. You don't have approval. You got to listen to me, guys. Francois, big thank you. Diego. And don't forget the embassy's email address. No, I'll get it to you. Okay, guys, we're out of here. 1 hour. And what day is it today? Okay, dear? Yes. Today's Monday. We'll see you Wednesday. Thanks for watching.